力不良で、今回はなんかネットワーク切れたっていうのが来ましたね。ネットワーク切れるって何なのかな。俺 OCM あかんのかな。こんな平日のど昼間にそんな回線切れることってあるんかな。ようわからんわ。ちょっとほんま苦情の電話入れようかな。あ、じゃあ間違ってる。こっちじゃない。地区の状態深刻って書いてあったらちょっとやばいやろ。ここよ。どうやったらでええねん。マーカー設置、ここよ。マーカーの設置。え、行かれへんかったっけ。無理か。
I cannot enter.
ちょっともうわからん。ほんまネットワーク切断ってほんま鬱陶しいな。お、なんや。お、来たよ。近づいてきた。もう近いで。おお、なんや。強っ。 いや強かったな。これまだあかんのかな。ちょっとやめとこうか。そしたら一回寝るか。もうちょっと普通に次の夜までベッドで休む、これしましょうか。あれこっちか。えいやー強かったな。あっさり死んだな。あ、誰この人。
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
喋ったやん。
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
え見間違いか。一回休もうか。何強くしようか。防御。持続5秒。これやな。噛みついたらダメージ上がるっていうことやろ。あれ取ってへんかったっけこれ。なんぼこれ600か1000。あーこっちやったかな。いやちょっと体力上げよう。これでいこう。次の夜。
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
なんか揉めてる？
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help
ど
you?
うしました？
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly
あら。
depleted. I was
それはあ
hoping
か
there
ん。
was
消
another
毒液
box
な
up
くなって
here, but
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
you have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Yes, Doctor?
もうちょっと話して。
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
じゃあ早速行きますか。これのことやろ。裏の小道。ん？あ、こっちか、これか。はあ、こっちやな。ん？とりあえずちょっと血吸わなあかんわ、これ。うわ、なんかいそうやな。声聞こえてるし。ガラス瓶だらけ。相当使うんかな、やろうな。ん？こ れ出ちゃった。これあ、出ちゃったな。うん、間違えた。失礼。よし。勘弁してや、も
It's locked, all right.
う。はい。あれ、あ、こっちか。ああ、もう強っ。
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
気に入れゲット。弾薬ゲット。アルコールのボトル。ポケットウイスキーかな。ここじゃない？
It's locked.
これさっき探したか。あ、あった。
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
近づいて近づいて近づいて、ゆっくり近づいて、バーン。強え。 下室の鍵を見つける。お前持ってへんのか。地下室の鍵。もう嫌な声やな。
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
え？よっしゃ。まだおるんかどっか。いきなりいきなり刀抜くからびっくりしたわ。
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Oi. ああ。よっしゃ。スニークできへんの？あ、スニークはできへんねや。もうなんで閉まんねん。うわー、嫌やな。死亡報告書。サミュエル・コナー39歳、漁師、自然史。スペイン風邪。
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked. これは変えよう。警棒はいらんわ。何やったっけ、刀。あ、ないんかな。ないんか。弓の子にしよう。こっちか。オフハンド。
ブラッド吸収。いやー、スタンした方がいいやろ。でも弾ないんやな。現状に変えよう。うわ、いっぱい部屋ある。壊したら出てくるとかそういうやつあるんかな。さっきんとこか。うわ、さっきんとこかちゃうか。うわ、おった。うわ、やべ、瞬間移動する。おい、まずあー強っ。わー、どうしよう、ほんま。弾取りに帰る？補充しに帰るか。いやいや、いいやろ、そこまではせんでもいいけど。ああ、すいません MT さん、本当にって硬い。もうまたこっからあかん。あかん。弾使うんはやめよう。ちょっとボスに置いといて。おった。お、2人おるやんけ。 かんあかんあかんあかんあかん、分が悪い。あーしゃ、危な。ああ、気づいてない。よかったよかった。とりあえずやっつけなあかんな。ちょっと技置いとこう。あれ、
It's locked.
あ、もう取ったことになってんの。うわ、そんなん見れんの。
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
やりすぎ、ちょんぼ、大ちょんぼやんけ。おーおー、あんた、ほんま。吸っちゃうで、ほんま。
It's locked, all right.
鍵よこせよな。あいつ多分持ってんねやろな。これどうやったっけ。ああ、はいはい、さっきんとこで扉叩いてたやつの、これがここか。さあ行くか。ちょっと待てよ。うわ、弾切れ状態やん。弾切れか。ああ、どうなんでしょう。これはどういうアクションですかね。こっちが早いな。よし。 あかん、スタミナない。あー、これ分身飛ばしてくるんかこいつ。ほんで本体しばかなあかんねんな。うわ、あー、だからそうやってくんねんな。うわ、くそ、あかんあかんあかん。あ、やべ、うわ、早っ。近づいたら吸血してきよるからな。危ない、あ、危ない危ない危ない、危ない、危ない危ない。どこおんねん、どこおんねん。危ない危ない危ない。もうちょいもうちょいもうちょい、あ、危ない。あと一発。わあ、やばいやばい、空振り空振り空振り。ああ、やったや。ああ、強っ。
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
強すぎるわ、ほんま。
To drink blood is
ああ、
so
しんど。
tempting.
ああ、ああ、よかった、ありがとうございます。しんど、強。ほんでこれ肝心なやつどこにあんの。あ、これか、ちゃうな。そやな、テンパったけどめちゃくちゃテンパりました。もう空振ったけども、でも一発で引いたら逆にやられそうやったから全部空振りでいったみたいな。でその例のジア塩素酸ナトリウムってのはどこだ。びっくりした。これかちゃうな。まだどっか部屋あるんかな。何これ。ああ、何 おお。ああ、薬作れるようになったんかこれで。もう一回。治療薬か血清を製作。ああ、血清。でも次亜塩素酸ナトリウムっているやつじゃんこれ。まだあかんのちょなんかパワーアップできへんかこれ。え、あ、両方行かなあかんのかこれ。ちょっといっぺんやってみようか。え、うん、あ、違うわ、間違えた。両方して、あ、しまった、失敗したなこれ。じゃあダメージ 10% の方がいいんやけど、これどうやって直せんの。あ、これで OK やね。
Sodium hypochlorite.
あ、ここにあったわ。
Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
競争剤を作る。OK。もう帰らしてや、まっすぐ。まだ声聞こえてるね。嫌やな。おった。よっしゃ。めっちゃ材料入るやん。もう出よう。もう声せえへんな。まだ声すんの。もう出ます。まだ声してるやん。よっしゃ。もう帰ろう、早く帰ろう。よっしゃ。ああ、もう安全やな。病室にいるドロシー・グレイン、どこや。ドロシー・グレイン。あれ、あ、おったおったおったおった。はいはい。
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
市民は病がブラッドクオリティ低下します。適切な薬で病を治しましょう。ドロシーの奥の患者の話をして彼の療養状態を確認しましょう。これやろ、この人やろ。これ何やったっけ。
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
あ、喉
How
か。
are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
あるん。おお、オッケーオッケー。
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all,
う
Doctor.
ん。
I'll let you get some rest then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
薬あげたで、お母ちゃん。
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
What can you tell me about yourself,
答え
Mrs.
てくれ
Goswick?
る？
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
息子。
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already.
うん。
The rest is up to me now.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go
治
now,
ってからや
sir.
な。
But don't hesitate to
ごめ
contact
んごめ
me
ん
if
ご
you
めん
need
ごめん
any
ごめん
help.
ごめん
I'm alright.
ごめんごめん。
Don't waste your time with me.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
あかん、そんなんちょっともうちょっとそれは。あ、そうや、サブミッション。医療ミスいっとく。誰やったっけ。
I will not let you down, my boy.
外か。
Surely I can endure another night.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
でもう一人どこにおる？いた。
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his
もうちょっと
mistake
聞かれへん
caused
か
a
な。
patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you
ああ、
really
もう
think
この会
we
話
can
か。
afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his
なん
know-how.
か
I hope you're right.
なんか重大なことをしたような気がする。
Dr. Tippett must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
なあ、
Goodbye now.
ミスった。
Call me if you need assistance.
あかんもんはあかん言わなあかんかったか。しまったな。で次のミッション、これがな、なんかいまいち分からへんねんな。外か。どっかおるんか誰か。 あ、自分の部屋
The
や。
flower's dying.
あ、なるほど、ショートカットできるんや。なるほど。あれ、ここか。
It's locked, all right.
え、
It's locked.
下、あ、これか。
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscope. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be also...
あー、これいったら6000。あれ、回復中。あ、この人病んでるんか。ちょっと直したらなあかんな。競争剤。
New to you.
なるほ
This
ど。
area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
まあここは。
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
ここはちょっと仲良くしと
Very
こう。
well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
そこにおんねんな。
I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
うん。
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skull, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their
ヴァンパイアっ
classification.
てスカルがおるの
Some
か。
think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skull?
A Skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
一応全部聞いたか。
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
薬作る。まだいいかな。誰やったっけ。この人と 競争剤作れる？いけるよね。あ、もうない。で、誰やったっけ？この人。グレイコックス。あ、おった。ウエスト。
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. It still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
よし。
Perhaps you're right. Maybe only the strongest will survive in these dark times.
If there must be only one, in the end, make no mistake, I'll be the winner.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right,
なかなか
I'll be fine.
口悪いな。
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
これでいこうか。我々はみんな代償払わなければならない。
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly,
which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
OK。
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Coles.
なんかゴミ箱の中には何かあるな。
Flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
これ若い人やね。
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp.
あれ？
The
そうや
lady
な。
who saved me that night, before vanishing
あの
into
時の
thin
人や
air.
な。
I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
必要悪ね。
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
悪いやつやな。
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame. at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, Your Ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her.
あれ、役でなんで出てこえへんの？
I'll meet that woman now.
いやいやいや。今のは俺何言ってるか全くわからんで。
I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test.
なんで今何？
When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
ちょっとまだ聞きたいことある。
Is our little mystery closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
Harriet.
I'm in pain. I need my medication.
初めて喋るな。
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
まあどっちやこれか黙れじゃないな。
Please calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here. You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. Miss Jones, greetings. How do we feel?
Again? Waking a poor old woman in her sleep? There isn't a poor life needs saving somewhere?
Now, I need to ask you a few simple questions.
Well, if you really must.
Have you noticed any suspicious comings or goings?
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things unsuspicious in this house of charlatans.
Everyone here is very capable. I have not seen any instances of unprofessionalism.
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof, without a trace.
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely it's not that bad.
Huh. Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot heal. We're kept sickened by the refugees.
If you could just tell me why you were admitted.
It's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if I lost the house and all.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know. Not even my own flesh and blood.
I'll come and visit you shortly. Good night, Miss Jones. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
But the suffering continues.
Here again.
Hmm? この人か。あ、誰でもいいか。ヒッポホーキ。ドロシー・グレイ。あ、おった。はい。
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that captain.
What
must I do?
You can't just die like this.
喋ろう。
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
何ヒッパホーキンス、ドロシー・グレイン。はよ探そう。中や。おったおった。こっちやな。おったおった。はいはいはい。
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes. Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
なるほど。
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. It's locked. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
すいません。そしたら次はドロシー・グレイ。
Apologize when you're finished.
不明?
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me,
ってどこやねん。
Is our little mystery closer to being solved, Dr. Reed?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
another night with the glorious battalion.
どこおんねん。上か。あれ？たまに危ないな。音楽切れてるやん。大丈夫か？え？外におるんかい。
evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again. Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital? Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Goodbye, Mr. Chidana. It never ceases to amaze me.
反対側やな。
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a
ようや
patient.
くわかった。なるほど
Fuck
ね。
them. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
ちょっと待って。いやどうしようかな。回復した方がいいんか。2300溜まってるな。一回ちょっと行こうか。あれどこやったっけ。なんかピョンと行けたよな。わからん。2300買ったら何しようか。何しよう。何しよう。あ、弾補充。これでこれまだ無理か。どこに売ってんだよ。一回寝よう。体力もないし。これなんや。シャドーベール。ああ、なるほど。バネ。ターゲットの元に超自然的に移動し、着地時にダメージを引き起こします。なんかやばそうやな、お前。レベル10か。これは血清を3つ運べるようになります。これ弾薬。 これや。戦闘中バイトを使うとライフ自動回復力が増加します。で、あとこそ基本攻撃入れていこう。ああ、どっちかか。行庫。ヴァンパイアは獲物の血に力を集中させ、その場で彼らの動きを止め無防備にします。おお、600。いやー、先攻撃やな。こっち行こうか。これやろう。220ある。うわー、すげえ。これもそうやな。1000やな。あとはスタミナ。スタミナやっぱもう圧倒的に足らん。ほんで、噛みついたダメージ。オッケー。よっしゃ。はあ。ああ、そっか。うん。治ったな。オッケー。ちょっと休憩します。ちょっと5分ぐらい休憩させてもらいます。 じゃあ、さて始めましょうか。ちょっとお酒抜けてきたんで、チューハイストロングで一発気合い入れていこうと思います。よし。行くぞ。あれ？あ、こっちか。あ、それ武器のセット。これでいいか。これは、いいか、これでいこう。スタミナ20使うねんな。食い技、食いパワーアップできへんのかな。いくぞ。いや、久しぶりにこんだけ長時間ゲームするの久しぶりやな。体痛なってきた。ちょっと体伸ばしとこっか。よっしゃ。なんか出てくるかな、バイオハザードみたいにポロッと。ないな。よっしゃ。おるな。早速やな。アイテムは収集しとこう。おお、聞こえる、どこや。
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
うわ、おるな。2匹。クロウが火を吹くぜ。おった。上から行こう。声も聞こえるな。よし。 おるおるおるおる。階段で行こうか。強っ、いいね。よっしゃ。で向こう行けるんじゃない？あ、じゃないんか。おお、すげえ。これやったら楽に逃げれるな。こっちか。半分減るわ。ええ感じや。よっしゃ。よし。ネズミでちょっと体力回復するんかな。ボス戦っぽいな。うわ、なにこれ。あかん。硬っ。なんだべ。根気強いやっとったらいけそうやな。危ない。ああ、うわ、ミスった。危な。 あやばい。スタミナがない。やばい。やばい、逃げろ逃げろ逃げろ。危な。よっしゃ。はあ。
Here's what's left.
病気はないね。クーポン。クレイン看護師のクーポン。
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
おっとっと、ネズミネズミ。もうあかん。いけるやろ。おるやん。あかんの。じゃあこっち、この先やな。行ってないや。市民救出。あ、出口や。間違えた。ああ、出た。じゃあもう一回行くよ。市民救出。 体力とスタミナと、あと特殊技メーターも伸ばさなあかんな。ミッション。やばい。よっしゃ。アンさん。
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite
ああ、さっきのあれか。
I'm sure you'll feel better if you do. キニーネのグローブエッセンス。 Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
出るよ。大丈夫か、ついてこいよ。知らんぞ。だいたい倒したけど。ほんまなんないんか。上の箱とか。で、さっきの時々音楽止まんねんな。大丈夫かな。さっきのやつちゃうやろな。まさか。ああ、そうかそうか。 帰っていったかな。
It's locked, all right.
頭痛薬。
Consider the offer from that category.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples, just like you, come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Goodbye, Milton.
じゃあしたらちょっと薬作るか。あれ、レシピがわからんの。なんや。次どこ行くの？いけるかな。 負の状態進行。おるやん。やばっ。あ、めっちゃ強い。無理や。あかん。戦ったらあかんやつや。え、いやー、全然気づかんかった。ゾンビやばすぎるやろ。ビビるわ、あんな。人間やっつけなあかんのか、次は。どっから？ちょっと待って。やべ。ああ、もうなんなん。弱いんかな。あの武器じゃあかんか。何があかん。 スタン行ってる場合じゃないなこれ。こっちやな。これ引き連れて戦わせるっていうのはあるんかな。やばいやばい。あ、よう降りひんのこれ。うわ、やばいやばいやばい。おー、来た。あれ？あれ？どういうこと？あ、やばい。マジか。こんなヘタレな戦いせなあかんねん。でもやべえ。ちょっとはめ技みたいになってんな。まあいいや。とりあえず一人は倒して、ああ危ない危ない。間違いなく一人は倒したからな。これ回復しながらいったらいいんじゃん。もういけんじゃん。もう何もやってこへん。めっちゃ優しい。よっしゃ行こう。一人は死んだやろ。
More and more of these bloody leeches every minute. Aye, but the guards recruit more and more every year.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
しゃ動いた。ニコイチか。
It's closed. Best stay back, sir. Kill it! He's dead!
お、何人おんでん。あかんあかんあかん。逃げよう。3人おるやんけ。おマジか。どっちがいい？武器はどっちがいい？回復狭い。やばい。よし、ああ、弱かった。ああ、よかった。公式健康被害警告。やばいな。病気流行りすぎちゃうか。 2人。
I'd step back, sir.
3人。
Sir, no civilians allowed. This is no place for you, sir. Step away. I'll send you back in a
見つかった。致命的なバグやなこれ。致命的やでこれ。おい来い来い来い来い来い来い。そんなおるの？めっちゃせこいなこの戦い方。何や曲芸みたいにしやがってお前。やばっ。そこ見えてるやろ。いやもう強すぎるわ。強すぎるんか弱すぎるんか分からへんけど、弱すぎるんやろな。いややばいやばい。 強すぎんねんこいつ。おいおい来いや。やばい。はあ、しんど。
I cannot enter.
あ、こっちか。よし。
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow. Oh, to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
反対側か。それでも今日は終わろうかな、そろそろ。めっちゃ揉めてる。こっちかな。そうですね、長い時間ご視聴いただいてありがとうございます。僕もそろそろ今日も疲れた。よくやった。 なので、終わりたいんですが、この家どこどこや、家が見つからん。今どでここやな、隠れ家。こっちか。じゃあちょっともう喋るんは後にしよう。いやいやいや、なんか話進みそうやな。これどこ？これ戻ってこっちやな、とりあえず。やんな、この間やんな。ここやろ。あ、これか。あ、オッケー。はあ。あれ間違えた。いやでも隠れ家やんな。いやもうここで終わろう。多分セーブはしたはずやからここでやめます。あー疲れた。多分次こっから行くよな。チャプター切り替わったからな。よし、そしたらまた配信わ疲れた。いやー久々やな、こんだけゲームしたん。いやーありがとうございます。いやー疲れた。いや今日はこれで終わろうと思います。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。またシティーズスカイラインの方、ちょっとこの画面、このゲームの見てはあれやけど、シティーズスカイラインの方もまたちょっと着想湧いたら、まあ、週1は絶対やろうと思ってるんで、またいろいろ考えていって、また今週中には何かできればいいなと思っております。で、このゲームも、一応もう連休、来週のゴールデンウィーク中にはまでには終わらして、また違うゲームちょっと見つけてまたできればいいなと思ってるんで、まあ、テキパキと進めていければいいなと思っております。今日はどうもありがとうございました。また、ご視聴お願いします。よかったらチャンネル登録お願いします。